Assalamu alaikum to all my Muslim brothers and sisters, and peace, peace, peace to all my other friends and followers. It's your brother Abdullah, and you know we coming to you live from the smiling coast of West Africa. We coming to you from the Gambia, walillahi alhamd. So alhamdulillah, welcome back. I thank you guys so much for coming once again. I'm always excited when we sit down together, when we have dialogue, when we do this. I'm always happy to be here with you guys. I just want to make a quick note before we start. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please make sure and hit that subscribe button. Please like these videos and share them with your friends and family so that we can get the message out there and get the word out there. This is the biggest thing, is us spreading the word. Don't just hold it to yourself. Spread it out and let the people have it. With that being said, today we're gonna, I just want to discuss, this is my second video back, so I want to catch up in some topics and things that I've seen along the way. Just things that we know is going on. So we just freestyling today, really. The topic today is going to be about, us coming to Africa, us coming to the Gambia, and is Africa and Gambia receptive to African Americans? And not only just African Americans, but African American Muslims, because of course I'm Muslim, and so, we want to look at all of that. One of the things that I will say, and I'm a true promoter in migration to Africa for the diaspora, definitely for African Americans, and even more so for African American Muslims and Muslims in general, to make Hijrah. That's why the name of my channel is called My Journey, My Hijrah, to make that migration from the lands of chaos, period, point blank, from the lands of chaos into, living in a calm environment, a tranquil environment. I'm a big proponent of this. And so, when you look at those reasons, I was just having a discussion with a friend of mine on his TikTok, and I'm gonna put the link to his TikTok in the description. But his TikTok, my friend, his name is Abu Naima, Hafidhahumullah, may Allah preserve him for us. His mission is amazing in promoting the Gambia and promoting Africa. And he has a wonderful dialogue on TikTok, and he has these live conversations. I'm just really starting to get used to TikTok. So it's amazing to be on his platform and, listen to the diversity of individuals. And it's a different thing than having a one-on-one with you guys versus being in a discussion platform. So, like I said, I'm gonna put the link to his TikTok in the description. So go out and please check out his TikTok. It's an amazing discussion, amazing dialogue. When you look at the things that's going on in America, you have so many issues that are pressing today, that people are questioning the fabric of America and staying in America. And, for the longest, America has just been about the conversation of wealth and money. But today people are starting to wake up and say, life is more about just wealth and money. It's about morals and principles and, safety and your children and family and culture and structure and, all of those type of things. So this is why a lot of people are finding Africa and Gambia so attractive, because it just takes you back to a normal time. And that is truly invaluable. You have so many topics of conversations in the American lexicon, based on, LGBTQ plus rights and, um, you know, gun violence and drug violence and um, racism and all of these conversations that are going on. And, oftentimes we might not feel like we have a choice in America or option in America to, you know, to be in opposition or indifference to a lot of these subjects. And so some people, they just get pushed to their limit and they say, hey, one of the options might be just leaving America, just leaving the country. And this is what I myself did. I migrated from America over 2.5 years ago, and I came to the Gambia, and I've been here, in Africa and in Gambia for 2.5 years. And the experience has been mind blowing. Um, Almost in a nutshell, all of the issues that I would have had, you know, all of the major moral issues I have pretty much left off by being here in Africa and being in Gambia. I always tell people, my YouTube friends, they always tell me, Abdullah, you have to tell the bad stuff that's going on in the Gambia too. Gambia is not perfect. I don't want to, lie to anybody or, Gambia is not perfect. Like anywhere else in this world is not perfect. Gambia has its flaws. You have theft issues in Gambia, petty theft and, this kind of stuff like this. But overall, when you're looking at the overall overarching issues, you know, one to one, scale to scale that we deal with in our communities in America, definitely the Afro diasporans, um, Gambia doesn't compare, period. And nobody can sell me different. I live here. I'm always safe when it comes to walking. I feel safe. There's no guns in the Gambia. Um, you know, one person gets murdered or dies, or, in a violent way in the Gambia, the whole country knows about it. One person, the whole country, it reverberates throughout this whole entire country. In America, I think a person is getting murdered like every 15 minutes or something like that on average. So it's normal. Your neighbor down the street can get murdered and you're like, hey, that's not my business, because it's normal. Has become normal to us in America. We are even dumbed down to it. We don't even care about things like that. And so, when you look at the benefits of coming to Africa, is that it's a reteaching. It's a tremendously thorough reteaching, and it's reteaching us about community and peace and safety and being neighbors. How many of us in America live next door to a neighbor that you don't even know your neighbor, and you've been living there for 5, 10, 15 years, and you don't even know that neighbor. You don't know nothing about them. And so in Gambia and in Africa, it's so much different. Your neighbors, they literally have rights over you and you have rights over them. So when you do a function, when you do a gathering, a family gathering or a wedding or when your baby is born and you're celebrating your baby, your neighbors are the ones who have to cook for that event. And when they're doing it the same thing, then your house will be the one to help them cook for their event. And this is different. This is what we don't have in America. We don't want our neighbors in our business. I don't want my neighbor over here because I don't want you in my business. This. And so, this kind of narrative that it helps you to just calm down and breathe when you look at the um, cultural part, when you come to Africa and Gambia, and the cultural part that affects the family structure. Oftentimes in Black America, we often wondered, what was it like before for us? How was our family structure? And when you come to Africa and you come to Gambia, you get a real thorough glimpse at what it was like before we were slaves. What was the systems we used to protect family values? How were we united? Me at the top of them, all of us oftentimes, even in our direct family structures, is just disunity. we brother and sister don't get along, mother and child don't get along, father and child hate each other. So when you come to Africa and Gambia, you see that, yes, the system is not perfect, but the things that they protect them vitally. And at the top of that list is family, the family structure. Um, you know, for me, not only was it those items in the family realm or cultural realm, but even, at the top of them was my relationship with my Lord, my relationship with God, my relationship with Allah, and so with all of the noise in America, sometimes you cannot find that peace of mind to focus on that relationship uh, with your Lord. And so coming to Gambia, being Muslim and coming to Gambia as a Muslim country, it helps. It helps tremendously because the whole entire society, Gambia is a country that is 96% Muslim. So being in that kind of blanket society where you cannot hide from Islam, you cannot run from it, even if the shaitan wanted you to, you know, Allah has blessed this place, that you see the signs of Islam everywhere. The masjids are everywhere. The adhan is all over the country, loud. You will not ignore it, period, point blank. And so it helps you take those baby steps that you need to get closer and closer and closer to your Lord and build that relationship with your Lord. And these are, when you balance and you say, what is more important to me? Is it finances? Is it wealth? Or is it those other things, those other moral indicators? Is it your relationship with God? Is it your peace of mind? Is it your safety? Is it your communal responsibilities? Is it your cultural situation? So Gambia provides you with um, so many of those, feel good, true moral fabric situations. Simple as in the Gambia, when you eat, our culture in America is to eat from one plate, one plate, one plate, everybody with a fork. In Gambia, everybody eats together. Everybody eats together from one tray. And so this unites the people. This brings you back to Big Mama's house. This brings you back to family and unity. And so, this is one of those things that, I highly promote. Secondly, I want to talk about the conversation of, is Africa welcoming to the diaspora? Is Africa welcoming to the diaspora, as us as being African Americans and us as being African American Muslims? And my answer is emphatically yes. And I can't speak for everybody. I can only speak for myself. So I'm giving you my answer. I can't give you someone else's answer. I can give you just my answer. And my answer is emphatically yes. Gambia is Africa, and Gambia, is open arms when it comes to the diaspora, the African American diaspora as well as the African American Muslim diaspora. And you have different countries in Africa and different, just like you have different sections of America, that lean towards, lean different ways. I mean, Africa is big. So if you are just an African American diasporan and you want to find somewhere that's conducive for you, you can look throughout Africa. And if you're an African American Muslim diasporan, then you can look to where those places where you have your community. Gambia, and even if you weren't, like Gambia is a place that's open arms to whether you are Muslim or non-Muslim anyway. I want to say this as a note, because I don't want people to say I'm just constantly looking through at the glass half full or looking through rose-colored glasses or any of this kind of nonsense. You will always have ignorant people, be it on the African American side, when it comes to our view of Africans, you African booty scratcher, you this, and you will have people on the African side when it comes to the African American diasporans and whatever they think of us. You will always have people of ignorance. but that is not the whole pie. I promise you that is a small, 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 tiny minority of people that have big mouths. But the general everyday people, the general people, your general neighbors, the people around you. I've been in Gambia for 2.5 years. Someone asked me the other day in a live chat on my friend's TikTok, have I dealt with any issue of racism in the 2.5 years since I've been here? My answer is emphatically no. None. Zero. I have not dealt with any form of racism as far as I can judge since I've been here. I can tell you I've dealt with a tremendous outpouring of support since I've been here, and brotherly love and caring and, you know, uh, just a an amazing experience of a different kind of what family is, what family can be. Um, and so, once again, I do want to say, yes, Gambia is not perfect. Africa is not perfect. I don't know if anybody's looking for perfect in a sense. I think people are just looking for a better alternative to what we are dealing with in America. And, one thing that the dialogue was about on my friend's TikTok is, when is enough enough? When are we at the point where, you know, simply complaining year after year, decade after decade about our situation in America? When is that going to lead us to saying, okay, some people are just going to say, hey, the system's not going to change, and I don't want to lose any more. I don't want to, uh, you know, I don't want to lose any more. So, you know, when that's the general idea. That's the general question. When is enough enough? And for me, that was 2.5 years ago. Enough was enough. And I was at my point where I said, this is over. This is not for me. I want to try something different. And so Gambia in Africa was my destination. It was my place. And I'm truly, truly elated that I made this decision. And, I know for so many others who are looking to make this kind of decision, I can definitely tell you, as a proponent of, having options in life, that Gambia and Africa is one of those options for us and for you. And so, yes, so that's my general piece for today. So don't judge. Don't let people tell you that, the conversation is just about, oh, do Africans like us, or do African Americans like Africans? No, that's not the conversation. The conversation is about you yourself not listening to the naysayers, you yourself getting up, getting your passport, getting on the airplane, and coming to see for yourself. Gambia is a visa-free country, meaning that you can travel to Gambia you don't have to get a visa in America. You don't have to work through all of that. You can simply travel to Gambia without a visa, and it's a visa on arrival. It's not visa free, it's visa on arrival. And you can get your visa here in Gambia when you arrive. So you don't need to worry. All you need is your passport. Get your passport and, go on your journey, start your Hijrah. That's my word for today. I thank you guys so much again for coming to sit down with me. I appreciate you guys so much. Yes, stay positive, keep your head up, stay smiling, start your plan, put your plan together. And, yeah, this is our journey. This is my journey, my Hijrah. And I'm always glad that you guys have come along. And I look forward to us continuing this vision and this journey. Like I said, this is my second video since I've come back. I will try to keep posting these videos and, keep the content coming. If there's anything you ever want me to talk about, then please put it in the comment section, and then we can, bring up those things that we want to talk about. I'll be trying to do live sessions also, so stay looking out. This is why you have to subscribe. When you subscribe, then you get the notifications. Make sure you turn on your notifications also. Don't just subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you get the notifications of what's going on, so you're always up to date on what's going on. So that when we do our live sessions, you guys can be a part of the conversation. I would love to hear your point of view. I definitely want to take your questions for those who are curious and wondering, how to do it, and you're nervous, and, I'm here to help as much as I possibly can. We have so many topics that we want to jump into. So I'm very excited to help out as much as I can. Once again, this is my journey, my Hijrah. But like I said, I'm always glad that you guys have come along. It's your brother Abdullah coming to you live from the Gambia. Thank you so much. Please remember to hit that subscribe button. And assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah to all my Muslim brothers and sisters. And peace, peace, peace to all my other friends and followers.